From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Gentlemen, much has been said and is being said about Gyanvapi. Owaisi, who sees a political opportunity here, says it is the next Babri. The Congress says it's about polarization. Someone else says it is about violating the Places of Worship Act. What is the truth? The truth is all this which has been said are falsehoods, fiction, fear-mongering. And this is what has dictated the narrative so far. But tonight I say, it is time to bust the falsehoods. It is time to put out the Gyanvapi evidence, ladies and gentlemen. The hashtag is Gyanvapi evidence. Here are the developments from ground zero. First, I'll put out all the ground zero facts before you, and then let's debate.
It was day 2 of the Gyanvapi survey.
बड़ी जानकारी आपको देते हैं सूत्रों के हवाले से बड़ी जानकारी कि देखिए तहखाना जो है मस्जिद परिसर का उसमें एक सुरंग मिली है। ये बड़ी जानकारी इस वक्त की आपको दे रहे हैं। देखिए तहखाने में जो एक सुरंग मिली और अब इस बात की जांच पड़ताल की जा रही है कि आखिर वो सुरंग जो है वो कहां तक जाती है। कल 4 तहखाने का जिक्र हमने किया था। कल 4 तहखाने खोले गए थे जिनमें से 3 की चाबी जो है वो थी। चौथे तहखाने को जो है तोड़ा गया था क्योंकि उसकी चाबी जो है वो मौजूद नहीं थी।
ये देखने को मिला कि वहाँ भी ऊपर भी वो सारे हमारे जो हिंदू प्रतीक हैं उनके भी बहुत सारे चिन्ह मिले ऊपर। अब एक लेयर जो नीचे का गुम्बद है वो गुम्बद के आकार का नहीं, शंकु आकार है, जैसा कि मंदिर में होता है।
Today has not been completed. Day 3, the survey will continue. Multiple evidences have been gathered. Of course, the officials that are speaking to the media are not eligible to speak because it's a court-monitored it's a court-monitored case and it's a court-monitored survey. However, what we are learning is that it was once again a successful survey. Both the sides cooperated well.
हुकूमत को भी ये बता रहा हूं कि हमने एक बाबरी मस्जिद को खोया, अब दूसरी मस्जिद को हरगिज नहीं खोएंगे। याद तुमने मक्कारी और अय्यारी से इंसाफ का कत्ल करके तुमने हमारी मस्जिद को हमसे छीना, आप दूसरी मस्जिद नहीं छीन पाओगे। याद रखो, मैं आपके दरमियान में जिम्मेदारी के साथ खड़े होकर कह रहा हूं कि ज्ञानवापी मस्जिद थी और है और रहेगी इंशाअल्लाह होगा।
There is no polarization is only for a political purpose. It's not either you debate this or debate that. No.
But there are facts the paranoia peddlers won't talk about, like how the survey is being done smoothly, how the consent of all parties across religions have been taken to conduct the survey.
There was a consensus and the entire process of the survey is being carried out on the basis of mutual consents given by the parties.
Or how it was not a political party but a court of law that ordered the survey. Tonight it's time to bust the falsehoods. It's time to counter the fiction with Gyanvapi evidence. Let's debate.
How many falsehoods, I just don't know. It's so frustrating, you know. It's so frustrating when people lie with a straight face. And they do so at the cost of communal harmony in this country. and they lie. They know they are lying before the courts. They don't care. They don't respect the courts. They don't respect the legal process. They just lie. Sanju Verma, Harishankar Rastogi is a lawyer and petitioner. M.R. Venkatesh is with me. Aarti Agarwal is with us. Atikur Rahman, Syed Aslam, Athar Hussain of the IICF, Maria Tabassum, and Dr. Abdul Manan. And कितने झूठ बोले जाएंगे? विजय शंकर जी, पहला सवाल आपको मैं करना चाहता हूं। जो ये कहा जा रहा है कि नहीं, ये जो हिंदू समुदाय ये बाबरी मस्जिद की तरह ज्ञानवापी मस्जिद को तोड़ना चाहती है। विजय शंकर जी, मेरी आवाज आ रही है? मैं अर्नब बोल रहा हूं।
टाइम लग जाएगा।
ये जो बात कही जा रही है कि मस्जिद को तोड़ने की कोशिश है, उस पर आप जरा अपनी प्रतिक्रिया दें, उसके बाद मैं डिबेट शुरू करता हूं।
देखिए, हमारा ये मानना है कि जो यहाँ पर सतयुग से भगवान शंकर का ये मंदिर रहा है और यह मंदिर ज्योतिर्लिंग स्वयंभू विश्वेश्वर का लिंग रहा है और फ्लरिशिंग कंडीशन में यह सत्यवादी महाराजा हरिश्चंद्र के द्वारा निर्मित कराया गया था। इसके बाद राजा विक्रमादित्य के द्वारा इसको रिनोवेट कराया गया था और 6वीं शताब्दी में वेनसांग चीनी यात्री आए थे और इस मंदिर में गए थे। उन्होंने अपनों आँखों देखा वर्णन इस दृश्य का किया है कि वहाँ मैंने स्वयंभू ज्योतिर्लिंग का 100 फीट का लिंग देखा, जिस पर चंदवा लटकता रहता है और स्त्रियां और पुरुष यहाँ पर दर्शन करने बराबर आते हैं और इस लिंग पर बराबर गंगा जल गिरता रहता है। इस प्रकार का परिदृश्य उन्होंने वर्णन किया है और डॉक्टर A.S. अल्टेकर ने अपनी पुस्तक द हिस्ट्री ऑफ बनारस में लिखा है कि यहाँ जो ज्योतिर्लिंग था, स्वयंभू ज्योतिर्लिंग, वह 100 फुट ऊंचा और इनका अर्घा 100 फुट गहराई लिए हुए था और उस पर निरंतर गंगा का एक स्रोत का जल बराबर गिरता रहता था। इस प्रकार की इनकी स्थिति थी। तो मैं ये बता रहा हूँ कि यह स्वयंभू ज्योतिर्लिंग है। दर्शन पूजन अकॉर्डिंग टू हिंदू मैथोलॉजी शुरू हो जाने के बाद यह पब्लिक हिंदू इंडाउमेंट हुआ और इस मंदिर को यदि तोड़ दिया जाए, लिंग को तोड़ दिया जाए, डिस्ट्रॉय कर दिया जाए, इवन वंस इंडाउमेंट ऑलवेज इंडाउमेंट, इस प्रकार से जो फरमान जारी किया गया औरंगजेब के द्वारा 18 अप्रैल 1669 को, उसमें इस मंदिर को गिराने का फरमान है, इस पर मस्जिद बनाने का फरमान नहीं है और न ही उसने जो है इस प्रकार का कृत्य किया। यह अतिक्रमण है लोकल मुसलमानों के द्वारा उस समय जो उसके ऑफिसर्स थे, इलीगली उन्होंने कंस्ट्रक्ट किया है इस पर और वो प्रथम तल पर है। नीचे 15वीं शताब्दी का मंदिर है, उसके पार्श्व में पश्चिमी तरफ मंदिर का ही दीवार अभी तक कायम है और अभी जो मौके का सर्वे किया जा रहा है, गुंबज का आया, उसकी बहुत काफ़ी परिदृश्य तो नहीं आया, लेकिन ऐसा है कि अंदर से और उसके ऊपर शंक्वाकार जो मंदिर के शिखर थे वो यथावत उसी प्रकार से हैं और इस पर केवल गुंबज का आकार बाहर से दिया गया है और इस मंदिर के शिखर और इस गुंबज में भी बहुत काफ़ी डिस्टेंस पाया गया है। इस प्रकार से जो स्वयंभू ज्योतिर्लिंग है वो जो सेंट्रल डोम है उसके नीचे अभी भी विराजमान है, जिसका आर्कियोलॉजिकल सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया से आर्कियोलॉजिकल सर्वे करके उसकी खुदाई करके उनको जो है वो प्रकट करने के लिए न्यायालय का आदेश हो चुका है, परंतु उस आदेश को माननीय उच्च न्यायालय के आदेश से अभी स्थगित किया गया है
जी।
और उसमें बहस ऑनरेबल हाई कोर्ट में चल रही है।
राइट।
तो इस प्रकार से मैं ये बताना चाहता हूँ कि वहाँ पर मंदिर से मस्जिद में ये कन्वर्ट कभी हुआ नहीं। रिलीजियस कैरेक्टर कभी चेंज ही नहीं हुआ। वो मस्जिद नहीं है मौलाना, वो मस्जिद हो ही नहीं सकता। जो मुसलमान उसे मस्जिद कहता है वो मुसलमान भी नहीं हो सकता।
क्या चाहते हैं महाशय?
मुझे सुनो मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ। मैंने कहा कि मंदिर से मस्जिद में वो कन्वर्ट कभी हुआ ही नहीं, न हो सकता है। वो मंदिर है, ऑलवेज मंदिर है, मंदिर रहेगा। 15 अगस्त 1947 को भी ये मंदिर था, आज भी है।
I think what they are asking for, one minute.
Arnab,
one minute, Atik, don't try to provoke.
To him.
Atik, listen to me.
What does he say?
Listen to me. It does not matter what he says.
He is exposed.
It does not matter what he says. First of all, don't speak over me. It's the start of the week. The people want to see me anchoring the whole week. Okay? So I don't want to lose my voice. It does not matter what he says. It matters what the legal process is. It matters what lies you and Owaisi are uttering. You see, you are lying. I hope Maria will not lie, but you are lying. You are saying, oh, Gyanvapi is another Babri.
Civil suit.
Yeah, Gyanvapi is another Babri. That's your very provocative narrative. Allow me to speak. I don't need playback music. Your voice is completely mellifluous. Listen to me. Ayodhya was a title suit for land transfer. Ayodhya was a civil title transfer suit. Viewers, if anybody is watching tonight and if there are people around you, by the way, who have been confused the whole week, if you're sitting at your home, if you're having dinner at this time on a Sunday evening, I request you all to please tell others to come and watch this program because I'm going to put the facts out. Now here is them. Ayodhya was a civil title transfer suit filed for the parties for claiming full rights over the disputed 2.77 acre land. Gyanvapi does not, and MR is a lawyer also, Gyanvapi does not seek land transfer. So Gyanvapi is not a Babri. In Gyanvapi, a petition seeking transfer of land to temple authorities by Vijay Shankar Rastogi ji, who is on the program, has been stayed by the Allahabad Honorable High Court. The current petition is only about prayer.
First,
No, I want 1 minute. 1 minute. I haven't finished. 1 minute.
So where does videography comes in?
1 minute. Can I have some?
Prayer is only for praying.
Calm down.
Why does the videography being allotted?
Okay, I'll explain
This
to you.
interim relief is out of context.
Oh, bhai. Once I don't know. Mariam, someone's speaking in your background. I think there's audio disturbance. I want Sanju and MR on the debate right now.
It's sorted out.
Okay, thank you.
Arnab, just now,
I'm just saying, Mariam, I'm completing my sentence. The current petition is only about prayers. Okay? This question of losing the mosque is being put by people who want to take some little bit of mileage, like over the hijab controversy, who want to lie, जो झूठ बोलना चाहते हैं, है ना? ये narrative create करना चाहते हैं कि अब construction, destruction, citizenship जाएगी, मस्जिद जाएगी, ये वो कुछ नहीं है, बट फिर भी करना चाहते हैं. बट मैं उनको एक्सपोज कर रहा हूं टीवी पर आज. ये ट्रबल मेकर लोग हैं, इनको एक्सपोज करना बहुत जरूरी है. जी मारिया, आप कुछ कह रही थी, उसके बाद संजू बोलेंगी, उसके बाद एमआर बोलेंगे, उसके बाद पूरा डिबेट होगा. जी बोलिए.
अर्नब जी, बिल्कुल. आई थिंक एवरीबॉडी नोज हु द ट्रबल मेकर हियर. So anyhow, let me tell you now, just now the Pujari ji was telling there is a mandir, there is no masjid at all, and there is no discussion. Then why are we here to discuss this? If there is a temple already, then what is the petition being there in the court for the women for the right to their worship? If that is already a temple and it is established by him that the worship is going on, has been going on, then what is the petition for? And what is the survey for? Maybe he must be able to explain better than me.
Sanju will reply. Sanju can reply.
Okay. Okay. I just want to clarify a few things for the benefit of your audience, Arnab, and also what the panelists before me said. The current petition by 5 brave Hindu women is to ensure that prayers are offered at the Gauri Shringar temple, which is in the same complex as the Gyanvapi mosque, not just on the 4th day of the Chaitra Navratra, which is the case now. You're allowed to offer prayers only once in a year on the 4th day of Chaitra Navratra. These 5 women have petitioned the court saying they want to offer prayers 365 days a year. It could be on Ram Navami, it could be on Krishna Janmashtami Day, it could be on Deepavali, it could be on Sharad Purnima, so on and so forth. The second and most important point is that, please let me finish, I did not interrupt you. The second and more important point is this, that 65% of the videography / survey is complete, and while nothing has been given out in the public domain, there are reports that have emerged that in the basement where the survey was conducted, swastikas, Hindu engravings.
I think I understand what she's trying to convey, though the voice is not clear.
All been found.
So you please tell me, madam, in all you are saying
Maria, let her complete. Maria, let her complete.
No, but
Maria, let her complete.
From our audio. Please correct her
Don't
audio.
get so impatient.
No, one second. You are not hearing her audio. You are 1 minute. What are you saying? You are not hearing her audio.
I'm hearing you clearly, but her audio is not very clear.
Okay, then I request Sanju. Sanju, just hold the mic even closer. She's saying she's not hearing you clearly. Yeah. Can you hear her now?
Yeah.
We will have a strong debate. Yeah. Just a little louder and a mic a little closer. Go on.
Yes. In the 65% videography that is already over, reports have emerged in the public domain that in the basement, Hindu mantras, engravings of Hindu gods and goddesses, swastika, various other proofs that point that there indeed was a temple here have been found, completely destroying the other side's argument that there was never a temple, that Aurangzeb did not destroy the Kashi Vishwanath temple in 1664 or 1669, what have you, to build a Gyanvapi mosque. So point number 1, the initial report suggests that indeed there was the Kashi Vishwanath temple, indeed Aurangzeb had destroyed it, and indeed radical Islamists have a tough time swallowing the facts that are emerging in the public domain. And the third most important point, whether or not this is a religious place, whether or not its character has been changed, will be decided by the court. But as per the Archaeological Sites and Ancient Monuments Act of 1951, and as per the Ancient Monuments Act of 1958, the Gyanvapi complex is an ancient monument and an archaeological site. By that logic also, you cannot bar Hindu women from entering the premises and complex of Gyanvapi. And last but not the least, I will end my argument by quoting one basic judgment which nobody is talking of. There was a famous case of Dean Muhammad versus Secretary of State in 1936. Dean Muhammad claimed that Hindus cannot enter the Gyanvapi complex because the entire complex comes under the aegis of the Waqf Board. In 1937, a judgment came out, and Dean Ahmed was told that the entire complex of Gyanvapi does not come under the Waqf Board,
Okay, let's
and
not...
hence to say that Hindus cannot enter there is completely false and a lot of hogwash.
Now,
so you
now,
lost it in 1937.
Let's give enough time for the other side to respond. You see, question being tonight, how is the character of a mosque getting changed if people are given access to a temple located inside? The survey is to, allow me to just complete this. The survey is to establish whether ever there was archaeologically or through scientific evidence a temple inside. How is the character of a mosque, Maria is on the right, how is the character of a mosque being changed by allowing access for prayers?
So, but it is very clear from the Supreme Court judgment in the Ayodhya verdict and the Religious Places Act that based upon the previous history that Mughals did this, Mughals did that, such kind of petitions will not be entertained by the court. And this being a lower court, it had to go by the Supreme Court order. So it is quite surprising that why again and again the Supreme Court's orders are not being respected. And
no, one second, you are completely confusing this. Can I counter you for a minute, please? Maria, Ayodhya was a suit where the biggest point of contention, in fact Vishnu can confirm this, was about a mosque on the birthplace of Lord Ram. Gyanvapi is a case where the petitioners are asking for unrestricted access to the Ma Shringar Gauri site located within the mosque premises. They are completely and totally different. Am I right, Vishnu? There is complete difference between the two cases.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yes. The facts of the case are completely different.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
and Arnab, I want to point out something.
No,
my sister here I'll just respond. If you listen to me, I'll just respond. Just a minute. Arnab, I want to just point one picture right now. If you can just still this picture.
I can't
this
see.
This picture and a little bit other picture. Yes, this picture only. You can see a proper ghanti.
Okay,
you can see a proper ghanti on the top.
Yeah.
Yes. And you can also see a place where sub-shrines are kept. Now I ask a question to myself, which is a mosque in this country where on the western wall of the mosque, this photo, where on the western wall of the mosque, there is ghanti, there is this kind of images, there are elephants, and there is a place to keep sub-shrines, number one. Number two, my sister was referring here, the judgment of Ram Janmabhoomi in Ayodhya case. So it means that whatever Supreme Court says, she will abide by that. Now I want to give a citation today on your channel.
Tell me.
1997, 4 SCC, case 606. This is a case where the Supreme Court, 3 judges bench of the Supreme Court, the author of the judgment is Justice Ramaswamy, he has categorically mentioned that a temple was demolished and how sacred Kashi is for us. That is also categorically mentioned.
Audio.
Yeah. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, your audio, your video is freezing. We are on such an important point. I'm going to come back to you. MR is on the debate right now. The debate is getting very intense, MR. Very intense debate we are having. Very strong historical debate we are having. I'm happy about it. And Athar Hussain is there. Syed Aslam is raising his hand. And I want to tell you all, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting great appreciation here on Republic for putting such absolute facts. And I thank you for your support. Because viewers, the suit in Ayodhya cannot be compared to this. What is happening in our country is, some people whose only job is to provoke and communalize everything are seeing a marvelous opportunity. Because after the court came out with its position on hijab, right, they don't know what to do to provoke the Muslim community, MR. So they are saying this most innocent petition about prayers is very dangerous. Mosque will be broken. And I request you, Mr. Owaisi, don't lie. Because for every lie from your side, there will be 10 truths from Republic. And if Mr. Owaisi comes face to face with me, which I hope he does someday, I would love to completely demolish him on television. The question is Ayodhya. Ayodhya arose when in 1885, the Hindu parties, Syed Aslam, wanted to construct a temple on the Chabutra site. Okay. In Gyanvapi, there is no proposal. I repeat, no proposal about building a temple inside a mosque. It is only about converting the 1 day a year access to the Ma Shringar temple to year-long access. It is about the pain of the Hindu community. It is about the hurt of the Hindu community that not only was the temple destroyed to build a mosque, but today the basic decency of allowing devout Hindus to pray there is being denied to them.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So now,
So,
no. Right can, after right, you can come with a written statement. But more difficult for you will be to counter me.
No,
so
I mean,
Mr. Aslam,
definitely it is
counter
not
me. Mr. Aslam, prove me
Definitely it is
wrong.
not difficult.
Mr. Aslam, prove me wrong.
Of course, yes. Now, definitely it will not be difficult because we'll be speaking only on the facts. Now, Arnab, let me tell you first of all, right, this mosque has been in existence from 1669 and there is namaz being offered in this masjid from 1669. And also, let me also tell you the fact, according to the places of worship 1991, any place of worship which was available on 15th of August 1947, the Places of Worship Act has clearly categorically mentioned that no, the nature and the character of place of worship cannot be changed. That's point number one.
Okay, so I have a small counter to you, if you allow me. If you allow me, Mr. Aslam, a small counter, a small and very quick and tight counter. Can I come in? Can I come in, please? A very small counter, Mr. Miss. A very small, with your permission, a very small counter, if I may be allowed. If I may be allowed, Mr. Aslam, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You have yourself said that the mosque has come into existence before 1669. And I would like to ask you what existed there before 1669. Second point to you, you have talked about the need for a status quo as per the rules. My question to you is, who is breaking the status quo? If the status quo, allow me. If the status quo, allow me. I'm on a very, very important point and it's a fantastic point. If the status quo is not broken by praying there once a year, how can the status quo be broken by praying there every day? Be logical about it. No, what are you saying?
No, I will.
You can't stand in a court of law on this.
Arnab, a simple point. Arnab, a simple point is, did this temple exist prior to 15th? Aslam ji, एक बार सुन लीजिए ना. Aslam ji, एक बार सुन लीजिए. 15th August को गौरी temple वहाँ रहा था कि नहीं? The question is, as Nehru was reading the twist. 1 minute. You are wrong. It was there and it was existing. That is, it was wrong. You are wrong, sir. It existed because see, this is what the survey is all about. It is to find out which the temple existed, how long did it exist, and it continues to exist right through. And you mean to say, now you mean to say, Mr. Aslam, you mean to say the Muslims have placed the Gauri idol
in the Allahabad High Court. The Allahabad High Court has categorically
still after 1947. One of them at a time, please. One of them at a time, please. No. MR, another point has come to my mind. Another point has come to my mind.
Arnab, he is saying the Muslims have placed a Gauri idol and they have continued to pray inside. Now this is ridiculous. That Muslims themselves have placed. How can it be happening that you Muslims don't believe in idol?
One minute. Okay. Syed Aslam, let me come to one more point. Syed, listen. All that I consider myself, I consider myself nothing as far as this case is concerned. But I consider myself to be a very well-informed Indian. And as one well-informed Indian, I am asking one question. In the Ayodhya case, and please explain this, Athar Hussain and Aarti Agarwal, we are getting great feedback today. In the Ayodhya case, an ASI survey was allowed by the Honorable Allahabad High Court. And even after the survey, the Supreme Court dismissed it as merely an opinion. Now, in the Gyanvapi case, an ASI survey has already been stayed on by the Allahabad High Court. Why are you fear-mongering over the conversion of the mosque when no ASI survey has been ordered? And the current survey, allow me to complete, the current survey is only to examine at which site prayers can be offered. See, I don't understand this.
Do you
Should I respond?
Arnab, do you think It is.
Should I respond?
I'd like Athar, the question was to Athar Hussain, please.
Do you think the district?
Yeah,
Yeah, please do.
Actually,
please
I cannot respond when somebody else is speaking. So first of all, Arnab ji, I just want to tell, and I welcome the Prime Minister of India's statement, Honorable Prime Minister of India's statement, just 12 days back, when he said in Germany that we have made a provision in India, since this party is in the rule, that the Constitution of India is now very well serving the people. And there is only one Constitution, which is like providing service to the people and justice to the people. This statement, Honorable Prime Minister made just 12 days back. In that light, I just want to add one more thing, that Ayodhya judgment, we were the first people amongst Muslims, those who welcome the verdict in entirety. It's a 1045-page judgment. And I just want everyone should go through that judgment, especially pages number 116 to pages number 125, where Places of Worship Act 1991 has been included into the basic structure of the Constitution. And that basic structure of the Constitution is defined in the 1973 verdict of Keshavan Bharti versus State of Kerala, where for the first time the Supreme Court made a provision. It's a 13-judge bench which made that these will be the entities in the basic structure.
Yes.
So now,
so what?
When we talk of the principles of non-retrogression.
What non-recognition?
Listen,
what non-recognition?
When,
You're so
when we
wrong.
talk of the principles of non-retrogression,
you're getting it wrong.
Which SC has termed as the foundational feature of the fundamental constitutional
Sir, you are applying
principles.
the wrong case in the wrong case. You got it
And
wrong
since
legally.
Entire
you got it wrong legally.
No, I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that this entire process is sub judice.
No, Atharji, I'll tell you.
It is sub judice.
Atharji, no, one second. See, Atharji, I will counter you on this, and you need to understand this thing. This is a falsehood being spread about violating the Places of Worship Act of 1991.
It is not.
It's a falsehood, and I request you, as a conscientious citizen of this country, not to repeat this falsehood.
Honorable Supreme Court.
No. I'm telling you, in this case, it is a falsehood, and allow me. I also respect the Honorable Supreme Court, but I'll tell you why. What you are saying, this interpretation is a falsehood. Allow me to tell you. Listen, I ask you this, and Aarti is on the debate. She'll counter.
It is sub judice, so I will not comment on anything on that.
No, I'm not asking you to comment on anything on sub judice, because you know I have a laser sharp focus on these things. You see, the 1991 Act, what does it do? It bars conversion of places of worship. Okay? Now, prayers used to be offered every day at the Shringar Gauri till 1992. You need to understand this. The petition is only aimed at restoring that practice. Please understand that.
Let the court decide.
No. Of course, let the court decide.
Yes,
but I want to know from you, logically speaking or legally speaking, how does that violate the 1991 Act? It absolutely doesn't.
Being a sub judice matter right now, it is in the Supreme Court of India. After 2 days back, when it has been mentioned, and Honorable Chief Justice of India has referred to a bench headed by Chandrachud ji. So let Supreme Court decide.
So what I'm saying is, you agree with me. You agree with me that this does not violate the 1991 Places of Worship Act. It's a restoration of prayers. Not change in structure of the mosque or character identity of the mosque. I want Aarti to come into the debate.
Right, Arnab. So I want to point out some of the historic evidence.
So there is a documented record of continuous presence of a temple and worship at the temple by Hindus through the 18th century, through the 19th century, and through the 20th century. So So this is not something controversial at all. We have documents not from Hindus, not from Muslims. Am I audible? I'm sorry, I'm not clear.
You are. Continue. And Atik, don't disturb on the right. Atik, don't disturb. Yeah.
So we have plans and photographs of that temple from James Prinsep, who's neither a Hindu nor a Muslim. He was basically just a historian. He has documented the plan of Vishweshwar, and he has purposely marked in a dotted line the area which was occupied by the mosque. He has himself explicitly written that there is a temple there on which this structure has been built. In 1828, the colonnade was added, and this has been again documented not by Hindus, not by Muslims, but by the British, who are a non-party to this affair altogether. There is a documented record of the bull, the Nandi bull, which we see there in that complex since that era. So, there is a documented record of the existence of a temple, plans of a temple, photographs of a temple, and Hindus were consistently offering worship over there through 2-3 centuries since the reconstruction of the temple.
What do you propose?
I want the history to come out. Mr. Atik Rahman, I don't understand why real facts and truthful history should be a problem for anybody.
I'm saying...
I don't understand why you can deny history. For how long are you going to deny history? Because some people don't like it. If you tell me tomorrow blue is pink, you don't like blue, so let's start calling it pink. What you are saying is as simplistic as that.
Taken place and given a full stop with the 1991 places
No,
of worship.
you explain to me. Explain to me. Dr. Abdul Manan हमारे साथ है. Dr. Abdul Manan जी, आप ऑल इंडिया मजलिस इत्तेहादुल मुस्लिमीन के प्रवक्ता है उत्तर प्रदेश के. आप संजू वर्मा जी को बताइए, जो राष्ट्रीय प्रवक्ता है भारतीय जनता पार्टी के, कि अगर वहाँ पे प्रेयर्स हो, कोई पूजा करना चाहे वहाँ पे, है ना, तो उसमें परेशानी क्या है, आपत्ति क्या है, मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रही और किसी को समझ में नहीं आ रही अभी कि आपत्ति क्या है, किस चीज को लेकर है.
बिल्कुल सही कहा अर्नब आपने कि इससे किसी को परेशानी नहीं है. 5 जो वीर महिलाएं थी आपकी भाजपा की, वो गई, उन्होंने मुकदमा कायम किया कि साहब हम 365 दिन श्रृंगार गौरी पे पूजा करना चाहते हैं, हम सिर्फ एक दिन नहीं चाहते हैं
जी.
सवाल इस बात का पैदा होता है कि जब आप श्रृंगार गौरी पे पूजा करने के लिए पिटीशन दायर किए हुए हैं, तो आप फिर ज्ञानवापी मस्जिद का वीडियोग्राफी क्यों करा रहे हैं? आखिर मकसद क्या है? आखिर आपका इरादा क्या है? क्या आप वही पाप तो नहीं करने जा रहे हो जो 92 में एडवाणी के लीडरशिप में भाजपा और आरएसएस के लोगों ने किया था? क्या आप मस्जिद को तोड़ना चाहते हो?
क्या आप मनन जी, डॉक्टर मनन जी, एक मिनट जरा मैं आपको एक सवाल करना चाहता हूं. मनन जी, आप इस बात को समझते हैं, आप समझदार व्यक्ति हैं, आप इस बात को समझते हैं कि जो कुछ भी अभी हो रहा है, जो सर्वे हो रहा है ना, ये कोर्ट द्वारा स्थापित व्यवस्था के अनुसार हो रहा है ना, और ये कहा जा रहा है कि नहीं इसको तोड़ा जाएगा वगैरह, ये बातें गलत है. आप जरा इस बात को समझें और भारत की जो न्यायिक व्यवस्था है उस पर थोड़ी सी आप जिम्मेदारी से उस पर बात करें, क्योंकि आपको पता होगा कि ताजमहल के दरवाजे को खोलने वाली बात जो थी उसको इलाहाबाद हाई कोर्ट ने डिनाई की थी. आप चीजें को समझिए. मगर इधर सर्वे क्या है, 1992 तक तो वहां पे पूजा होती थी. 1992 तक यहां पे पूजा होती थी. अभी आप कहना चाहते कि काशी कॉरिडोर और एक बाबरी है, ज्ञानवापी बाबरी मस्जिद जैसे बनेगी, ज्ञानवापी आरएसएस की टारगेट है, मस्जिद तोड़ी जाएगी, एक और गुंबद नहीं तोड़ा जाएगा. ये सब चीजें जो हैं, ये आप गलत ही नहीं, एक तरह से झूठी बातें कह रहे हैं, है ना. क्योंकि ये जो टाइटल सूट है ना, मैं इनको समझा दूं, क्योंकि ये तो बात ही अलग है. इधर तो सिर्फ और सिर्फ अनरिस्ट्रिक्टेड एक्सेस चाहिए मां श्रृंगार गौरी की जो साइट है वहां पे फॉर प्रेयर्स. इट इज अबाउट प्रेयर्स. आप मुझे बताएं, आप सेक्युलर व्यक्ति है ना, आप सेक्युलर है ना, आप अगर सेक्युलर है आप धर्मनिरपेक्ष हैं, तो मस्जिद के प्रेमाइस के अंदर अगर कोई वहां पे पूजा करे तो उसमें क्या आपत्ति है? आप इस समझा नहीं पाए इस चीज को।
आप ये बताइए कि आपने जब श्रृंगार गौरी पे अपना केस दायर किया है तो आप ज्ञानवापी मस्जिद की वीडियोग्राफी क्यों करा रहे हैं? वहां तहखाने की वीडियोग्राफी क्या करा रहे हैं? आपकी नियत में खोट है, आपकी नियत में बेईमानी है।
इसकी रिस्पॉन्स संजू वर्मा करेंगी, मगर मैं एक बात आपको कहूंगा उससे पहले कि देखिए, वहां पे जो हिंदू सिंबल्स स्ट्रक्चर्स की बात किए जा रहे हैं, सर्वे में या तो दो बातें निकलेंगी, ये सब है या नहीं है, स्वास्तिक है या नहीं है, ज्ञानवापी की वहां पे अंदर क्या वहां पे कोई प्रतिमा है, कोई सिंबल है कि नहीं है, है ना। और आप अगर कहे नहीं हम किसी की बात नहीं मानेंगे, कोर्ट वाली सर्वे को भी नहीं मानेंगे, तो वो तो गलत बात है ना। जो मैं कहता हूं दूध की दूध और पानी का पानी आ जाए बाहर। अगर है तो मैं क्यों कहूं, वो तो कोर्ट कहेगी, क्योंकि अगर है मन्नन जी तो वहां पे पूजा हो, तो वहां पे पूजा हो, वहां पे पूजा हो।
यार तुम बात ही नहीं सुनते हो अर्नब जी।
नहीं, मेरी बात सुनिए, मेरी बात सुनिए। मैं आपको कह रहा हूं अगर है तो पूजा हो। अब अगर आपके जो लीडर हैं,
क्यों पूजा हो?
आपके जो क्यों पूजा हो?
प्लेसेस ऑफ वर्शिप एक्ट 1947,
प्लेसेस ऑफ वर्शिप एक्ट,
जहां पूजा होती थी वहां पूजा होगी, जहां मस्जिद थी वहां मस्जिद होगी। तो भारत का संविधान हमारे साथ खड़ा है, भारत का संविधान ओवैसी के साथ खड़ा है।
देखिए आप एक मिनट देखिए, ये बहुत जरूरी है, ये सर्वे होना बहुत जरूरी है ताकि सच पता चले। और सच अगर पता चले, बात सुनिए, आप बोल रहे सच क्यों पता चले? सच की जरूरत है, आप कह रहे सच पता करने की जरूरत नहीं, ये क्या लॉजिक हो गई? मन
जरूरत क्या है,
ये क्या तरीका है?
व्हाट इज द एंड पॉइंट? नहीं, एक मिनट संजू, वन मिनट। आप देखिए, ये अगर असदुद्दीन ओवैसी के पास कोई और मुद्दा नहीं है, जिन्हें बिना मुद्दे के बात करते रहते हैं। पिछली बार बोला उन्होंने कि मैं बाबरी मस्जिद का गिरा गुंबद हूं, मुझे मेरी ये सब बातें जो करते हैं, जो अयोध्या के वर्डिक्ट को डिसरिस्पेक्ट करते हैं। मैं चाहता हूं इस बार न्यायिक प्रक्रिया को इस तरह से डिसरिस्पेक्ट करना ठीक नहीं। कोई भी पॉलिटिकल फ्रस्ट्रेशन,
असदुद्दीन ओवैसी पर अगर उंगली उठाएंगे आप, मेरी बात सुनो अर्नब, असदुद्दीन ओवैसी पर अगर आप उंगली उठाओगे तो आपको हम कहेंगे कि हिंदू मुसलमानों से नफरत का एजेंडा चलाने के अलावा आपके पास कोई काम नहीं।
उंगली तो आप कोर्ट पर उठा रहे हैं, उंगली तो आप कोर्ट पर उठा रहे हैं
कि तुम मुसलमानों के खिलाफ
आप उंगली तो कोर्ट पर उठा रहे हैं डेली। कोर्ट जो कह रही है उसको होने दीजिए। कोर्ट जो भी फैसला करेगा, उसको होने दीजिए। आप कहिए आज कि कोर्ट जो भी फैसला करेगा आप फॉलो करेंगे।
टेलीविजन आप बोलने दोगे कि नहीं बोलने दोगे?
मैं तो पूछ रहा हूं, आप कोर्ट के प्रोसेस को फॉलो करेंगे कि नहीं करेंगे? कोर्ट कोई भी जो भी डिसाइड करे आप फॉलो कीजिए।
आप नहीं फॉलो कर रहे हो ना?
मैं तो कर रहा हूं, आप रोक रहे हैं ना।
प्रोसेस को आप नहीं फॉलो कर रहे हो,
आप रोक रहे हैं। मैं तो रिपोर्ट कर रहा हूं
सुप्रीम कोर्ट के प्रोसेस को।
मैं तो रिपोर्ट कर रहा हूं।
प्लेसेज ऑफ वर्शिप एक्ट 1991 के खिलाफ आप जा रहे हो।
91 कैसे वायलेट होता है?
आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट के खिलाफ हो।
वायलेट कैसे? अच्छा, संजू कुछ कहना चाहती है आपको? द डिबेट इज ऑन संजू वर्मा। Just hold your mic closer so your audio is sharper.
ओके अर्नब, आई हर्ड यू। अभी आपकी बात मैंने बड़े ध्यान से सुनी, मैंने आपको टोका नहीं। मैं एक चीज कहना चाहती हूँ, बार बार प्लेसेस ऑफ वर्शिप एक्ट का जिक्र होता है, दैट इफ वीडियोग्राफी इज अलाउड, प्लेसेस ऑफ वर्शिप एक्ट का उल्लंघन है। इफ सर्वे इज अलाउड, प्लेसेस ऑफ वर्शिप एक्ट का उल्लंघन है। ये आप भी जानते हैं, मैं भी जानती हूं। जब राम जन्मभूमि का वर्डिक्ट आया था 2019 में, व्हाट डिड द सुप्रीम कोर्ट से? द सुप्रीम कोर्ट सेड that Ram Janmabhoomi does not come under the ambit of places of worship act because this is a dispute that is almost 500 years old. By virtue of the same logic, if the Gyanvapi mosque came about in 1669 1949 after destroying Kashi Vishwanath temple. It is a dispute that is 353.
You should be aware of the fact in Ram Janmabhoomi and Babri Masjid there was a title suit. There was a title suit argument which is happening. There was a title suit argument which is happening in Ram Janmabhoomi.
Okay, Sanju on the debate, and on the other side, and on the other side.
I don't want to.
Sanju's on the debate, and on the other side, Arthur.
The district court is bigger
May
than
I
the
please
High
finish?
Court. Do you
Arnab
think the district
Goswami, may I
court is bigger
please
than the High Court? Is it not a violation of places of worship?
You continue to rant because
Let the court decide after the survey. Sanju and Arthur on the other side, as I said.
Madam, let me tell you.
Why can't you give me chance?
He should be on the right side.
The harmony and the...
Can you ask this man to please shut up? Mr. Aslam, please
Calm
shut
down.
up. Yeah. Arnab, I want to make one very important point. Mr. Aslam made this point. I repeat, and I say this with full confidence, the current Gyanvapi Gauri Shringar dispute does not come under the Places of Worship Act 1991 that has been said by many experts. It's not Sanju Verma saying it.
Okay, right. Arthur and Emar will counter now.
Came about in 1669. When did the mosque come about? It came about in 1669.
First of all...
How did it come about?
Okay, Arthur countering. Last few minutes of the debate. Arthur countering, then Emar. First Arthur, then Emar. Yeah.
This is a 353-year-old dispute. It's a three...
Yeah, go on. Arthur.
First of all, I want to correct what Sanju Verma ji has said, that the Places of Worship Act clearly mentions that Ram Janmabhoomi was out of the ambit of the Places of Worship Act 1991. So it was never a question. That was never been
We will amend the act to include Janmabhoomi of Kashi, Mathura. We will amend the act. That's all. So you want to have an act of the parliament to be amended? We will amend it.
Arthur counter. Arthur counter, Aarti comes in. Arthur on the right, Aarti on the left. Yes.
Parliament is in a democracy and you cannot say that it is unamendable. If we want the majority of the people of this country, you believe in democracy, the will of the people...
Arthur on the right, Arthur on the right, Aarti on the left. Emma, thank you. Arthur.
That is what I want to explain, that in the 2019 verdict, it has been included by a constitutional bench in the basic structure of the constitution. So you just go and refer to the Keshav and Bharati case versus state of Kerala, where as per the basic structure of the constitution, those things are included. It cannot be amended.
Last 1 minute. Aarti and Maria.
Why are we calling it Gyanvapi Mosque? Gyanvapi का मतलब होता है knowledge. Enlightenment giving well. Where is the concept of enlightenment in Islam?
Thank you for acknowledging.
It's called Gyanvapi Mosque. You are calling it. Why are you calling it a Gyanvapi Mosque? I am not acknowledging it as a mosque. I'm saying why are you guys calling it a Gyanvapi Mosque in the first place? It is so ironic. It is ironic that you keep calling it a Gyanvapi Mosque and then you keep saying that there is no temple over there.
I really wish that the relationship between Hindus and Muslims is such that a mosque doesn't feel threatened when Hindus come and have the puja there, or a temple doesn't feel threatened when people are coming in front of the temple and offering namaz, or inside the temple and offering namaz. I really wish the situation of the society is like that. Till our politicians don't intervene, it will be like that. It will be if they don't intervene. But now,
but
because
if there is
the things that are going on.
But Mr. Owaisi is intervening.
Because
Mr. Owaisi is doing exactly that. He's intervening. He's triggering Muslims and he's trying to gather support and stoking fear in the hearts of Muslims as well as Hindus.
It is because of the Babri Masjid issue.
No. You can't use that. Sanju's back. No. You can't use that. You can't say he's stoking fear and falsehoods because of any reason. I get the point, but I think we should be careful about the kind of language that you use there. My question, Syed Aslam is responding on the debate. Who goes? Aarti goes, Syed.
Let me tell you, the balance and harmony between the fundamental rights and the directive principles of the Indian Constitution, it is a balance. As per the preamble, there is a threat to the fundamental rights and the directive principles. There's a clear threat.
Let the court decide, Syed, let the court decide. Emar, Let the court go through the process.
If you believe in the democratic process, let the law be amended. Let the law be including Kashi Vishwanath, and let the Kashi Vishwanath be decided.
Let the courts decide. Let the courts decide, ladies and gentlemen. Let the process continue. Let there be no fear mongering. Let there be no falsehoods. Ladies and gentlemen, the Gyanvapi evidence, whichever way will come out, and the courts will decide what to do after that. And I shall see you at 9 o'clock tomorrow. Good night and goodbye.